start your round of applause. Round of applause. Mettez vos téléphones off, vous ne pouvez pas applaudir. A round of applause, please. Keep it going. And welcome to the stage, Robert Englund. He's coming. He's coming. He's around the corner. Il est juste en dehors. Il va arriver. Robert, allez, grouille-toi. Putain de merde. Allez, il est là. Il est là. Il est là. Il arrive. Robert Englund. Welcome.
You're all my children now.
You're all my children now. That was both
You're all my brats.
Beautiful and frightening. Vous êtes tous mes enfants. Robert, how are you?
I'm very good, and I just want to say I think this is a new show, and it's a great show, and how wonderful it is that we're all here in Paris, the City of Light, for Easter.
It's nice.
It's a great thing. And also, I just wanted to mention two projects that my European fans might not know about, especially for the young people here. I have an animated television series called Curses on Apple TV Plus, and it has a great theme. It's produced by DreamWorks, that's Steven Spielberg.
Krueger est le préféré à regarder.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare. 7. Yeah. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I was usually done with work around 1 in the afternoon.
Donc normalement il a fini à environ 1h de l'après-midi.
Because of the child actor in the film, they had to use him in the afternoon.
Ouais, il y a un enfant en fait qui travaille avec et il y a des règles en fait, donc tu finis tôt quoi.
Because the little shit had to go to Hollywood school.
Parce que le petit con il devait aller à l'école d'Hollywood.
So I would take my makeup off, and being an actor, we love a free meal.
Et donc il enlève son maquillage et bien sûr en tant que comédien on adore manger gratuitement.
So I would sit down and have a late lunch with the crew.
Et donc il s'assit avec l'équipe et il mange avec eux en fait.
And John Saxon would show up. John Saxon was also in Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Donc John Saxon il arrive, il est aussi dans le film Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
And I knew John pretty well now. We'd been here together on publicity, and I'd done 3 movies with him.
Donc il le connaît bien, il a déjà fait des films avec lui, il a fait de la publicité, il est même venu à Comic-Con en France ou en Europe.
We would sit down for lunch together. I wasn't working anymore, and I would have a nice, chilled Chardonnay.
Donc il devait pas travailler, il est relax, il a un petit verre de vin, un chardonnay.
And John told me stories, all his stories about the moment of time of old Hollywood and new Hollywood.
Et donc John lui raconte toutes les histoires de New Hollywood, mais vieux Hollywood. Vieux Hollywood, c'est quand toutes les choses sont cachées derrière les portes. Tu vois,
I was getting the best gossip from the horse's mouth.
Et donc il entendait plein d'histoires que généralement sont cachées du gossip.
Starting with stories about Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon.
Donc il y a une première histoire, c'est à propos de Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon.
Marlon Brando in the Appaloosa.
Marlon Brando dans l'Appaloosa.
Hanging out with James Dean.
Et il est aussi avec James Dean, c'est voilà.
Dating Natalie Wood.
Un rencard avec Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood, the famous movie star. Having Audrey Hepburn for a leading lady.
Et il a travaillé avec Audrey Hepburn, qui était un leading lady.
Being directed by everybody from John Huston to Quentin Tarantino.
Il a travaillé avec plein de réalisateurs, from John Huston to Quentin Tarantino.
John Saxon starred in Robert Redford's first movie.
Et il a travaillé dans le film de
Robert
Redford, le premier film de Robert Redford.
And everything in between, Clint Eastwood, Robert Duvall, everybody. And it was just this great experience for me as an actor to get those stories because now I can share them with you.
Donc une des choses qu'il a adoré, c'était de partager des histoires avec l'autre comédien. Ça, c'était un de ses plaisirs, travailler ensemble, c'était se raconter des histoires, les folles choses qui se passent, surtout à Hollywood.
Oral history. Oral history.
Oral history, donc les histoires qu'on se raconte par bouche, quoi, c'est avant Internet et tout ça, donc c'était un plaisir. Right, next.
What did you bring at the beginning?
Wes Craven is responsible for the success of this incredible franchise.
Donc Wes Craven, il est responsable pour le succès de cette franchise.
But he and the producers were nervous about the makeup.
Et la production était nerveux à propos du maquillage.
And they kept fussing with it.
Donc ils faisaient plein de petits changements et tout ça.
And they got desperate and they decided to change the hat that Freddy wore.
Et donc dans un moment de désespération, ils ont décidé de changer le chapeau que Freddy a.
So I walk in this room just before we shot the movie.
Et donc il rentre juste avant qu'il commence à shooter le film.
And there's Wes Craven and the producer.
Il y a Wes Craven, le producteur.
And a box full of chapeaux, hats.
Et une boîte plein de hats.
All different. And they make me put them all on.
Et ils ont essayé plein de chapeaux sur Robert Englund.
Now, picture this. I'm in full makeup as Freddy Krueger.
Donc il est en maquillage comme Freddy Krueger.
I have the sweater on and the slacks.
Et il a le costume et tout ça.
And they're putting all these different hats on me. Caps like that, like a paperboy cap.
Il essayait même des chapeaux comme ça en fait. Ouais.
Baseball hats. Straw hats. And they're all wrong. And I went, whoa, 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 whoa. No. I said, Wes, in your mind's eye, when you created Freddy, you knew the fedora was the right hat.
Tu sais, il essaye plein de chapeaux et il dit, mais non, c'est ridicule, rien marche. Et il a dit à Wes, écoutez, quand tu imagines Freddy, tu sais le look, quoi, c'est un fedora.
Because I could hide my eyes.
Comme ça, il peut cacher ses yeux.
I knew how great the bald, disfigured head looked.
Et il savait à quel point c'était un bon look d'avoir été tout brûlé, quoi. Brûlé et rasé.
And I knew as an actor how cool it would be to reveal that head.
Et vous avez compris. I don't think I need to translate that much, you know. I feel like I'm at the UN before a horror movie. I think la plupart d'entre vous, vous parlez anglais? Vous comprenez anglais? Yeah, I think you can go for it, man. You can go for the flow.
Anyway, the hat also looked great in silhouette, in shadow on a wall. And I showed that to Wes, the producer, and I got that. So the two things I contributed to Wes Craven as Freddy were I fought for the hat and I brought the physicality, the way I moved.
Donc la chose qu'il a vraiment collaboré avec Wes Craven, mais qui est venue de lui, c'était non seulement la physicalité, mais c'était aussi le chapeau. Donc le chapeau, c'est Robert Englund.
At the end of the first week, I had the glove, and it weighed a lot. And I'd be walking around, and it made me drop my shoulder a little bit. I just put my weight on my right side because I had the glove on all the time. I had to be careful not to pick my nose. I had to be careful when I went to the bathroom.
Do I need to translate?
No. But I was walking, and I looked in a mirror, and I saw the claw, and my right shoulder dropped, and I went, that looks cool. That's how Freddy should stand. And I said, what does it remind me of? What's it make me think of? And I went, gunfighter. So I just had that image in my mind. I'd put the glove on, and instead of going, ooh, I thought of cowboy, gunfighter. And that's where I got the posture for Freddy. Very simple, but that's how actors work.
Yeah, I mean, so essentially you allowed the costume to
Dictate.
give you a little
If I'm doing a Molière, if I'm doing a play by Molière, a French play, I have lace cuffs on my shirt. Lots of lace. And so, if I'm acting and I have that lace, I have to bring my hands up. That's why people move like this. And if I have the high heels that men wore back then in 17th and 18th century France, and I sit, I have to sit like this because I have the tights and I have the heels and I have the lace. If I'm having a drink, I have to hold it like this to keep the lace on my sleeve from being in my drink. So many times, the wardrobe, the costume, dictates how you move.
Ah ouais, en fait, donc, quand un comédien crée un personnage, le costume raconte beaucoup pour nous, en fait. Parce que si, par exemple, le gant était tellement lourd que naturellement, il était comme ça, et quand il bougeait, il avait un petit peu, un peu plus lourd de ce côté-là. Donc, le costume, ça influence beaucoup la fabrication du personnage. Y a-t-il des questions? Thank you.
Thank you all.
Mesdames et messieurs, Englund! Et voilà, c'est la fin. J'espère que vous êtes bien amusés au Comic Con ce week-end. Moi, je suis épuisé de traduire tout. I can't wait to go back to England.